All right, everyone. Welcome. We are live. This is such an amazing week. I wanted to come and share some really big news with each and every one of you. So, if you're joining me here live, make sure you say hello. If you are here for the replay, just type replay for me. I'm going to go in really quickly and make sure that we are sharing this to all of our different locations because there's so many places we want to get this news out to. So let me just share this right now. Let me share over here, and then I will get going with the special news that I have for you all. And we are testing this on different platforms today. So if you're seeing me on LinkedIn, hello everyone. If you're seeing me on YouTube, hello. I know we usually are not streaming from these platforms. So I'm really excited today because I feel like this is new and this is totally exciting for me. I just want to check this. If you know other people that need to be a part of the conversation today, make sure you do me a favor and share this with them. I'm going to share it to one more place over here and we'll be ready to go. Let's see, I'm going to paste it here. All right, this is looking really good. I'm curious now. I'm really curious how it's showing up over on this other platform. Okay, perfect. All right. So, really good news, everyone. We are super excited. Like, we're in countdown mode. Okay. This is real. I can't believe it. I'm excited. This is the countdown for our second Luxe Your Business Experience. And I'm excited this week because this is our speaker announcement week. Woo! I am so excited for you all to get to know who's going to be speaking at this event and how they'll be able to serve the women that will be showing up to the Luxe Your Business Experience. So today we have a special guest. One of our speakers are joining us here, and I'm excited for her because number one, she has supported me in the past. She is one of the reasons that I was able to do the Luxe Your Business Experience virtually last year. And I just know you'll love her. And I'm going to go ahead and bring her up now. So get ready, get ready. Let me get you in stream with me right now. Excellent, excellent. Can you see me okay?
Yep, you're all
Awesome.
set.
So, we have a special guest here. Linda Cain is our first speaker that we are announcing for the Luxe Your Business Experience. Linda, welcome to our platform.
Thank you. It's so great to be here. I'm super excited. And of course, always to support you and whatever you're doing because it's always right on the cutting edge and the luxing our business. And, I'm all about that as well. So great to be here.
Excellent. So, do me a favor and introduce yourself properly to the audience, and then also let us know one fun fact about you.
Fun fact about me.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So, Linda Kane, my company is Blue Diamond Event Management, and I have been working for the last 19 years now with coaches, authors, speakers, entrepreneurs in helping them to create their event driven business and using that as a model so that they can do 3-day enrollment events, retreats, fulfillment events, and just anything and everything that goes along with what an event is. And there are many different kinds of events. And we love what we do here with the team, and we help you from ground up or in the middle or whatever in between. So we're doing the hybrid, we're doing the virtual, we're doing the live events, we're doing retreats. We're also helping you with your site selection and contract negotiation, all the strategy on your offers, and we love what we do. And it's been an amazing journey for me and my team and my family as well. And a fun fact about me. So I guess the fun fact about me that a lot of people don't know about is I'm a certified etiquette and international protocol consultant. And I know. And so, and so that's important because along the way, I got certified in several different things that relate to events. And the reason that I love that, twice a year, I work with a inner city schools in LA down here, and I go down and I do a class on interview skills, on working with like how they're going to interview for jobs, working with a company, what are opportunities that might be available for the kids that they're not aware of that might be out there. And I teach an etiquette class and some dining skills. And then we also talk about other cultures and how other cultures do business. And so that's like a passion project for me, and I absolutely love it. And during the last 2 years with COVID, we didn't have a chance to go do it, and it's starting up again for 2023. So I'm super excited about that.
I love that. And what an amazing fit. When we're speaking about etiquette and different skills, I'm sure you have seen a lot.
A lot.
You've seen a lot of the good, and you've seen a lot of the no, as an event planner, as someone that's
Amazing.
not judging, that's just saying, okay, let's go with it. But I'm sure there have been moments when you're like, wow, how can I gracefully step into this and help correct this situation here?
Yeah, yeah, there have been times for
I'm
sure.
sure. So what I'm really curious about, for you, let's just address the elephant in the room. So we're working through some unknown territories. And so there are some myths or even some beliefs that live events are just no longer a thing. Live events aren't possible anymore because of what we're encountering now. What are your thoughts about that?
Oh, it's completely bunk that myth. Live events are definitely real. They're definitely happening. They're different for sure. But it reminds me, it actually is what we've gone through the last couple of years and where events at are now basically takes me back to what happened in 2008, 2009 when the financial institutions industry went upside down and we had a lot of bank foreclosures and loan companies foreclosed. And that whole industry took a turn and had to reinvent itself. And what we're seeing here is the events industry coming off of COVID has had to reinvent itself. The whole hospitality industry and travel, and how people approach getting together has got flipped upside down. But the really neat and interesting thing is that live events, they didn't really stop. We actually had clients that even through COVID did live events. They were smaller, 50, 40, 50 people in a room. They were more maybe the high end of a coaching professions clients getting together. It was more high end, or it was people that were working on something. So it was more like a workshop type of thing. But anything is possible, and you can, if you want to make it happen, you can make it happen. And I'll give you a really good example. We had one client who, in June of 2020, kind of like right in the middle of everything, we put 40 people in a room. Everybody got their own little table, and they were workshopping how to actually do their funnels and work on their business and do their Facebook posts and Instagram posts and things like that. And they were actually physically with their laptops up working on something. So it was more of a workshop event than an enrollment event. But everybody got their own table. Everybody, had electricity, and they were, 6 feet apart. Oh no. And there goes the dogs.
Our friends are like,
Sorry about
yeah,
that.
you're right.
Yeah, my dogs are cheering for me. I apologize. So anyway, but and it was beautiful and it was wonderful, and everything that she needed to have accomplished at that event got accomplished. And we just finished in May a 600-person event in San Francisco, and we had 600 people that came together. We had everybody send us a clear PCR test ahead of time. And then when they got on site, we did one rapid test while they were there to make sure that nobody, had COVID. And everybody was clear. They didn't mask for the event or anything like that. With those two protocols in place, it worked out really well. The group was fine, and they had an amazing event. And that was an event that was an industry related event. And so there was 32 vendors sharing products and their wares, and then people doing breakout sessions and plan area sessions and workshops and things like that. So it was a very big, fun, and exciting event. So really and truly, um, I don't think we're going to see the big 20, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 type event people for a little bit still. But the cool thing about all the events that we're doing live is a lot of them we're also doing the hybrid version. So people who can't make it do get the opportunity to tune in.
Yeah, and I am seeing that. So, number one is just debunking that myth that we can't do live events. I love that you use the word reinvent. Anytime, things are happening as the world happens, we're adapting and shifting.
Hmm.
And I love that you said, anything can happen.
Yeah.
But more than anything is these events where people are choosing to come in person, there are
Hmm.
protocols that are in
Yeah.
place to ensure that it's a safe environment and it works for all that are attending. And
Hmm.
I love that about you. I know that was one of my concerns when we decided to do this event live. I'm like, but what about the big C, right? Like, how in the world can we do this? And you and I discussed ways that we could ensure that it
Yeah.
could be safe for our attendees and they could feel comfortable with that.
Yeah.
So I really love that and appreciate that you're speaking about that because some people aren't. Some people will say, no, I'm not willing, and
Yeah.
that's okay, which is
It's
why
okay.
hybrid events are coming. Hybrid
Yeah.
events are happening too, so that people can be in the room. But I think the thing that made my ears perk up was we're having more intimate events,
Yes.
and
And
that's
I
my baby.
love that's
I
my
love it
passion.
too.
My passion.
It's a passion. It's and when we're having like I love hosting intimate events. I love to get to
Hmm.
know who's in my room, and it is a more high end upscale event. And I am so excited that we're choosing to do this again together.
Yes, me
Here's
too.
something I didn't realize, and this is a good segue too. When it comes to hybrid and or virtual events, I didn't realize last year when I decided to do it, I thought I could do this thing on my own. I don't need to look for someone to assist me with it. Boy, was I wrong. One of the best decisions I made was hiring you and your company and having myself being fully supported in the process of hosting an event. So let's talk a little bit more about how you can help the person that's hosting the event. How do you help them to feel more comfortable or confident in what they're doing? Like what's the type of thing that when someone says, "Do I really need an event planner? I could do this on my own." What's the reason why we probably don't want to do it on our own?
Well, good question. I get asked that all the time, and I watch people, do events, and they do them on their own, and it's great. Some of them have really good events, but just think how much further they could reach their audience, how much more they could give their audience as a host, how more rested they're going to be, and not tired, and not feel drained, or can handle the things that they want to handle if they have somebody who's right there alongside them helping them. And it's not just a volunteer or it's not just a helper person. You want somebody who it knows, like, okay, this next segment we're going to be doing this. Are all the pieces ready for it? If you've got an like an art section where you're going to maybe draw mandalas or do some sort of craft or something like that, are all the crafts laid out? Is everything there that people need? Does it get picked up in time and put away in time? All those little teeny tiny little things that you want to do, even in the virtual space, the transitions from you have a guest and they got to get pinned, and are they there on time, and do they know where to go? And if you're the host and you're doing it all, or maybe you have a helper on your team that's helping you, which is a good thing, it's not a bad thing. But just think, if you and your team member were left just to serve your audience, serve your members, serve your community, and you didn't have to worry about, did the guest speaker get the email and know where they're supposed to come? Did the guest speaker get greeted in the room? Are they ready? Did their sound get checked? Did their video get checked? Are they still in their car running late? All those things that can happen, and then translate all that to the in-person event where we're running around like crazy. I mean, we make sure, like, if there's wallpaper falling off the wall, that it gets fixed. If the door doesn't open and close properly and it creaks and it closes with a bang, we tape it up. And all these little things that you don't think about, those are the reasons that we do what we do and why we love working with our clients. And the bigger picture of what we bring is the years of experience with working with a multitude of different clients, from 7-figure clients down to 5-figure clients, and people that are just doing their first events. And we bring this expertise to you of strategy and support and holding your hand and thinking ahead for you and asking those questions that you may or may not have asked about. And I just asked you one this morning in Facebook um, about
I saw that. I'll answer it later.
that we didn't talk about yet. So it's things like that that are, what I love doing and what I feel we really bring is that support. And someone once called and said I should have bought eventmama.com because my style and personality is I want to take care of you. I want to see you have a successful event. I want to see you reach your goals. I want to make sure that all of that's in place and that you don't have to worry about things, that you can just show up, get on stage, do what you need to do, whether it's a virtual stage or an in-person stage. Do what you need to do, have fun, play with your audience, encourage, train, and teach your audience. And then we're running around making sure the coffee's ready and the handouts are done and the offer's ready to go and the lighting is right. And, there's, water for everyone and all those little things that need to be done.
It's true, and I remember just from last year doing our event, we did a virtual event, but we went and got a physical space to do
Yeah,
it.
we did a hybrid.
It
Mm-hmm.
was beautiful
Yeah.
because I did not want to think of anything. And the best investment I made was having you and your team come in. And I was like, take it. I don't want to know what happens. I don't care if things blow up. I want to not know that it blew up. And they made sure, you and your team, you made sure I didn't know. My mom was there with us. And I remember her just raving about the type
Oh,
of support that you and your team were providing on my behalf. And she said, Shayla, things were going like this. And Linda was like, get it together. She was feeling it. And you knew what was happening. I'm like, good. I'm glad that I
yeah.
was. And I see that that's like one of the number one reasons to have someone supporting
Mm-hmm.
you in doing this kind of work, because you cannot focus on
No,
delivery and logistics at the same time. It's
you
just not
can't.
going to be matched. You will be distracted, and you're not going to get the results you want. So this is just a tease.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure that our audience was aware that you will be not only supporting us and having this event. So if you want to meet Linda in person, you
Yeah.
got to show up to the
Come to
Luxury
the event.
Experience. But more than anything, not only will she be there with her team, she's also going to be talking to us in
Mm-hmm.
this event about how you can lux your business with events. We talked about like logistics and how she's supporting, but how you can add events
Mm-hmm.
to your business. And you heard Linda say whether you're newer, if you're in the early stage of doing events or you've been doing events for years, she's going to give us some insight about what she's seeing behind the scenes, because she sees everything.
I
and,
do.
she, and she's going to let you know how it doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to
No.
wait until you have $1 million business before you have an event. You can start with your events now. So, Linda, I am super excited about you being at this event with us. And let me just share, Linda is going to be one of
Mm.
our speakers. So you can go to luxeyourbusiness.com. And if you are from Linda's community, let us know that Linda referred you. We have a surprise for you if you do. So,
Yes.
what you do need to do to attend this event, the Luxe Your Business Experience, will be September 15th through 17th in San Diego, California, at the San Diego Mission Bay Resort. And in order for you to be able to get in the room, you need to apply. We are looking for female founders who are six-figure annual revenue, or on track for six figures. If you're a service-based business, then you are ready to scale and do greater things in your business, you want to be in this room. It will be an intimate room. We only have space for up to 50 participants. So if you want to learn more, make sure you go to luxeyourbusiness.com. We will put the link in the comments section for you. And Linda, I want to thank you again
Thank
for
you,
joining
Shayla.
us today. And I look forward to seeing you in person and hugging you really
I
big
know. Real big
in
hugs.
September.
Very good. Thank you for having me on. It's been a pleasure, and I can't wait to see everyone there.
No problem. Take care.